like to become a YouTuber in the year 2018? I am here to help you, my darling. Well, hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys have had a great Christmas and you've enjoyed yourself and had time to bond with your friends and families. So I had a really good Christmas. I just dropped a book. Yeah, as soon as I mentioned Christmas, my book dropped. I only had a glass of wine, mind you. Anyway guys, I have a frequently asked question that I want to address, which is how do I become a YouTuber? It comes in form of like a casual conversation, and sometimes people just approach me and just ask me, how did I become a YouTuber? What did I do? How did I get started? So this is what I'm here to share with you, because I like to help people, I like to support people, and I really don't mind sharing information. I know people don't like, some people don't like that. They like to hold on to that information because they want to be the only ones prospering and they want to be the only successful ones, but I'm not at all like that. So I'm always happy to share information because I believe that the world is big enough for all our successes. So I really don't mind helping people. So what I'm actually going to be sharing today is what I did, personal things I did, and also some of the things that I've learned whilst YouTubing. I've now been a YouTuber for about a year. I would still call myself a small YouTuber because my channel, although it's growing, it's not growing rapidly, but it's doing really well, and I've been able to earn some little stuff off YouTube as well, which I'm super grateful for. So this is sort of my give back. So I want to be able to share information with people who are aspiring to become YouTubers. Okay, the first thing I did was I woke up one day and thought, actually I've got a voice that I would like people to hear. Some of us are really quiet and we like to stay at the background. It doesn't mean that we're not great people, because I've met super creative people who would rather stay behind the camera. They don't like being on camera, but they are incredibly talented and they own blogs or they do forums or things like that. But for me, I don't mind being in front of camera. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, have you got a voice? Which I suppose will be a yes, because everyone has a voice. What it is that you want to share with the world. For me, you know, I don't have like a particular talent. I don't do like specifically great makeup or do my makeup it's always on fleek. But I would not call myself like a makeup artist. So I don't think I'm an expert in that area, but I still do like makeup videos, because again, people do say to me, your makeup always looks really nice, how do you do it? And I go, oh, they're asking this, so I'm gonna put a video out on that. So that is just an example for myself. But for you, what it is that you're passionate about, are you funny? Do you like sharing jokes with people? Get it out there. Have you got things that you have answers to that people often ask? Get it out there. Have you got a great voice and you'd like to sing? You'd be surprised at what people would like to actually sit down and watch. I often sit down and watch people talk about different things, just hearing your opinion. Sometimes it's great opinion, sometimes it's ridiculous, and other times they're humorous, and I love watching them. Okay, so if you've got something that you feel like it would be good to share, news, you can talk about news in the tabloids, you can talk about things like that. If you have a good sense of fashion or a quirky type of fashion sense and you want people to know about it, come out here and put it, because there are so many people that are watching YouTube. I don't think many people watch television as much as they watch YouTube these days. So there may be somebody out there that would be super interested in what you've got to share. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you don't actually have to be extremely talented to come on YouTube. Just do you and be yourself. People might be attracted to your personality, and then as you continue to share, you find that you dig out talents that you've actually got that you never knew you had. So YouTube sort of like helps you build your confidence as a person. Now, when I wanted to start YouTube, I wanted to talk about, my main aim was to talk about care home management and also talk about single parenting, because I felt there was a gap in the market for care home management. But when I started, I found that with care home management, you have to be careful what you share, and because I was being careful about what I was gonna share, I didn't have enough content to put out there. But I can tell you now that the videos that I've shared on care home management are doing really well, and I'm also getting emails from people asking more questions. So the more questions they ask me, the more videos I make, because I know this is what people want to hear. So that is me. Now, how did I start? So I was in my kitchen pondering, saying I have a voice and I want to put it out there, but I don't know how to start. So what I did was I shared it with a couple of people and said, oh, you know, I would like to start YouTube. What do you think? They were like, oh, yeah, do it. Initially, then later on I shared with few more people my intention. Other people were encouraging, the others were discouraging. So be careful who you share your intention with, because they might think, oh, go on YouTube, what for? Because they believe that everyone should be quiet and sit at home twiddling their fingers. We don't all have to be quiet. Some of us are quite outspoken, and this is what makes the world very nice and, you know, diverse in that sense. So basically I went with people that encouraged me, and but it was still very difficult to put myself out there. I was still struggling with that because of lack of confidence, and I am supposed to be a really confident person, but I was really scared to come out on YouTube. So one day I went for a run, came back, and I thought, right, I'm gonna do my first video and I'm gonna put it out. So I did my first video, seriously sweating from running 5k in the evening, and it was a very good video because people received me very well. And I can tell you now that although YouTube community might seem a bit negative, majority of people on YouTube are really nice people, and they're very supportive. So I had people commenting and I shared this everywhere, so it really did help me, and that's how I started and YouTubing. Okay, so that's it. All you have to do is find what you want to do. You don't need to get your niche immediately. I know people say to you, you have to have a particular niche. You don't have to have that immediately. I'm still trying to actually find my core niche, because I have multiple interests. So what I do is try and organize them so they seem a bit easy. Later on, if I want to stick to one niche, I can do that. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying having multiple interests and multiple topics to discuss on YouTube. Okay, so that's it. That's just finding your confidence, sharing with people, and listening to their advice, and good advice. Do not listen to anyone who discourages you, because the fact that you have it in your heart to start YouTube, you can do it. So if anybody's telling you don't do it, just ignore them. Go with people who are encouraging you, and then go for it. Okay, so before I move on to the equipment that I started using and equipment that you can start using, I would like to say you need to ask yourself one question. If you're gonna share things like if you're a lifestyle vlog and you do Let's Talk videos, you need to be asking yourself, what am I comfortable sharing? I've shared pretty deep stuff on this channel, but I'm also a little bit of a private person. There are things I've kept to myself. So I would say don't expose yourself too much. However, if you're comfortable doing that and you can take the backlash of it, go for it, do it 100%. But if you're like me, I'm somebody who, you know, I have a lot of self-respect, and I like my dignity maintained. So I share things, and when I share stuff, I'm very honest about it. I will either share it 100% or not. So I share what I want to share and know that I'm going to be 100% sharing them. And if I don't want to share it at all, I will keep quiet and not share it on YouTube. So you need to be asking yourself that question. Okay, cool. Now, another question that I often get from people about YouTubing: does YouTube give you money? Yes, you can actually get paid on YouTube, but I can tell you now that please do not rely on that in the beginning, unless if you have a product that you are selling, and then perhaps from YouTubing and showcasing it on YouTube, you will get more customers. They will buy from you. There are so many different ways to earn money on YouTube. At the moment, I'm only doing AdSense. So YouTube is not just all about money in the beginning. This is where you build your talent. This is where you get discovered for so many different things. So you might actually start building your brand later on to do something greater in life, and that can come from YouTube. You might meet great people, you might meet brands that you're going to be doing stuff for them. They might watch you and like you. I've had something that came up that I had to do something on television that hasn't been it hasn't aired yet, and they found me on YouTube. So you can have that from YouTube. So yeah, there's so many benefits which I cannot just sit here and start telling you. You have to just go search for yourself, but I'm just giving you sort of like a lead towards becoming a YouTuber. I really enjoy it, and I hope by the time you decide that you're going to start YouTubing, that you will enjoy it just like I'm enjoying it. Okay. All right, I don't know, I am not going to, obviously there are ways that you can add adverts in your video. Now it's very simple. No one showed me how to do it. If I can figure it out, I'm 41 years old, if I can figure things like this out on my own, I'm sure you can do that. So just find how you do it. Basically, you have to have a certain number of views now before you can have ads on your videos. When I first started, I think you only have to have 100 views and then they can start putting ads, but now I think you have to have more views, and I can't remember the exact number, but I'll put it in the link so you can see that that you have to have those views first before ads can start appearing on your videos. But just focus on making content, focus on creating quality content if you can. When I mean quality, be yourself, be natural, don't be fake about it, just be who you are. Whatever device that you're using, use it to your best ability and just do your very best, and that's all you have to do. What else? What else? What else? What else?